Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. This is another segment of Bovastro Cooking. That's right, Bovastro Cooking. Same time, same dollar, different meal. But tonight I'm going to feature something special. I got the missus on the show with me. That's right, she's going to do her famous maple balsamic pork chops. I can't wait. I'm excited about this meal. We got the missus, the owner of Queen Bee's Boutique. That's right, Queen Bee's Boutique. But while we're here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this up. When we come back, we're gonna get a chance to mix up what we got. This famous sauce that she's got, she's gonna actually show me how she do it. So I'm gonna really help her out tonight. So stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this. All right, we are here. We are back. Right now, we're getting ready to mix our balsamic maple sauce up. And while she's showing me this, while she's going through this, I'm going to be actually helping her out. So what are we going to do first, babe?
So first, I'm going to do the balsamic vinegar. It is pretty much the base for this sauce. It adds the flavor and it, spruces things up a bit. Most times, if you're only doing 4 pork chops, it only calls for 3 to 4 tablespoons. But I like extra sauce, so we're gonna do 8 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar.
Oh, 8 tables. Okay. That's 2. That's 3, 4. And while you're doing this, also you can remember that once you mix up this sauce, whatever you need and however how much ever you need, then we're gonna make sure that we got enough to to cover all of the pork chops that you're really wanting to do. I'm actually opening another bottle of the vinegar here, so that's 6.
And you got my lucky
7.
rosemary floating around down there. You always got to start out with good luck. Most people throw salt over their shoulder. I put rosemary in the bottom of the bowl.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next, we are going to do the 1/4 cup of syrup. If you have diabetes, I usually use sugar-free syrup, but tonight we're gonna just use the regular Blackburn syrup. 1/4 cup.
And we're doing one. That's the 1/4 of a cup. And that's the maple syrup.
And again, for 4 pork chops, it only calls for 2, but we're gonna go ahead and do 4.
Okay, so we need 4 of these. Man, I'm excited. I mean, I can taste this. I've had this once before that she's actually made, and it was pretty good. It was amazing. So that's why I said I wanted to feature this on the show, so you guys can actually see this. When I seen her put in especially Blackburn and mix it with balsamic vinegar, I was like, I don't know how that's gonna taste, but when I tasted it, man, I was excited. What we got going next?
All right, so next we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit more rosemary and then a little thyme.
Okay, you can go ahead and add that rosemary.
Just sprinkle it in there a little bit. Some of these lids don't have the separators that can kind of control the amount, and at this point it's not really a measured type thing. When I mix this, I go off of what I want it to look like. If you would whisk this for me a little bit.
Sure. And it's the flavor. I mean, that's basically what you're looking for, is the flavor in this sauce. And like I said, I don't know what you did, Queen, but the last time I actually ate this, it was amazing.
All right. Now, the next thing is the Dijon mustard. There is not a set measurement of it either. Like, it's one of those things where I usually go around in a circle 3 times. So that was 1, 2, and let me go 2.5. So 3. If you would whisk that for me.
2.5, 3. So we take 3 circles.
3 circles.
To mix this famous sauce, famous Queen Bee sauce. Man, if you can smell the flavor coming from this thyme And this rosemary, man, it's something. Okay.
All right. Next, we are going, if you're going to give me that 1/4 cup back, honey, we can start with beef broth. Beef broth, again, it has sodium in it. So this recipe, you could add salt and pepper, but again, the flavor from the vinegar and the flavor from the mustard and all of that, it kind of cuts, it adds an extra kick. So I don't really add salt and pepper, but what we will do is do a couple fourths of this.
And one thing I want you guys to know, remember in my motto when I said same time, same dollar, different meal, you notice the stuff that we are buying, I mean, this is great value and you're still gonna get the same flavor. I know you can't play around with some stuff, but you know, most of the time you gotta do what you do. This is what we call with value. You know, we still mixing with value, but we still mixing with love. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so he's gonna mix that for us, and when we come back, we will show you how to prep your pork chops and get them ready for this awesome sauce.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned right after this. All right, we are back, and as you can see, we got our pork chops sizzling on the grill here, and I can see the flavor and everything in these pork chops. Babe, tell me what flavors did you use on here on these pork chops? What seasoning?
Again, you don't want them to be too salty, so I use lemon pepper. It's a Mrs. Dash seasoning. I also use garlic powder, onion powder, seasoning salt, and a little bit of pepper. And when you put it in the pan, you gotta sprinkle a little bit of the olive oil on both sides of your pork chop to kind of keep it from sticking and everything. So as you notice, when you're frying them, they're gonna get like a little crust on them. You don't want to burn them, but you want to keep them flipping because pork chops cook fast, and you don't want them to dry out. So you flip them over a little bit on both sides.
And that's one thing I've learned with pork. Pork is a friendly meat. Pork is the other white meat. We don't want to overcook it because it will, like my wife said, it will dry out. So we don't want to overcook it too much. So we got these sizzling and they're going pretty good.
All right, and so now you want to mix the sauce with the pork chops because you want to get that flavor in there and kind of let them mesh together real good. So again, you're only going to put the olive oil on the pork chops so that way it's not a bunch of oil floating around in the bottom there. So I'm going to use this little scoop to help me get the sauce in the pan.
Wow. Man, that aroma smells amazing.
And again, this is nothing raw. So even though you have it cooking in there, it's going to caramelize together. But you can put your extra sauce off to the side. So when they get done cooking and everything together, if you want extra sauce, you can just pour it over the top.
It'll be good if, what about bacon? Can you bake these pork chops? Like, I know we're doing ours on the top skillet, but can we bake these? And
yes, you can put them in the oven, but you would still have to cook the sauce a little bit. So I figured killing two birds with one stone would be perfect. So go ahead and let them cook together, and then at this point you can just, since it's brewed just a little bit, you can pop it in the oven for like 20 minutes and then it'll be good. Or if you're in a hurry, you can just cook it on the stove top, put the lid on there, let it all cook together for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then it is ready to serve. This dish takes a total of 25 minutes. Whether you do 4 or 6 pork chops, it takes 25 minutes from prep to finish to have a complete glazed pork chop.
well, I'm excited about it. And I mean, I can smell the aroma. As you can see, we got the rosemary in here, we got the thyme in here, plus the seasoning from this pork chop. Man, this is smelling amazing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let these cook for a while, and once we get these cooked and everything starts to caramelize, we're gonna be right back, and we're gonna show you the finished product that we have from these pork chops. I'm excited.
Me too.
All right, we are back. As you can see, this sauce has caramelized and it has thickened up, and it's actually covering these pork chops. If you want to flip them or use, whatever sauce you got for your other pork chops or whatever. Now, mind you, we only did 2, but you can do 4 if you like. So this is how they actually caramelize. We're gonna go over here to our finished product. Oh man, I'm excited. Look how these pork chops turned out.
And again, you can add the extra sauce on top, which is what I did, because although it cooks in and it soaks in together, it's a good sauce. It is a really, really good sauce. So if you have some extra, as you should, because I set it over to the side, you just pour it on there and you go with it.
And we have our scallop potatoes here. I'm excited. So what I'm going to do as the husband, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to taste the beautiful pork chops. Yes, I am. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This is amazing. It's so tender. The flavor, man, it is just, it's booming. I can't, I'm speechless. I mean,
I'm hungry.
So, what we're going to do at this point, we're going to actually come back, and I want to make sure we formally introduce the queen of Queen Bee's Boutique and get you some information on her boutique. But remember, same time, same dollar, different meal. Stay tuned. Go and like this on Facebook. It's on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube.
Yep.
Man, I'm excited about this meal. This is about to go down right here.
Right.
So, we appreciate you guys. And don't forget, like us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube.
And
Good night.
share.
Oh, yeah. I'm finna share these
Just
pork
not
chops.
this plate, but you can share something else. There you go.
You want to taste some of this? Hello. We are back. And as I said before, I was going to formally introduce you to my wife, the owner of Queen Bee's Boutique. Tell us a little bit about your boutique, babe.
My boutique is for women that love flashy, nice, inexpensive jewelry, but don't want to spend a lot of money on it.
Right.
If you go on our website to www.queenbeeboutique.net, you will see all of our items. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. You can follow us for any specials, any deals,
Right.
anything. You from weddings, birthday parties, proms, you name it, we have something for it.
Well, I would be rude if I would have her on my cooking show and did not introduce exactly who she was, some of the items that she offered. Go to her website, queenbeeboutique.net. That's it. That's queenbeeboutique.net. You can check her out. She's on Facebook. Also, you can check her out on Instagram. You should have a lot of her products and different things on Instagram. So we're excited about tonight. We're getting ready to go eat. I don't know about you guys. Same time. Remember that hashtag. Same time, same dollar, different meal. We'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned.